Okay, so I'm gonna bench test this 240 volt 1000 watt heater. Obviously, if it's 240 volts, it's one phase, and it right here it says it draws 4.1 amps, so that's not a big deal. Now, I don't know if you can read the sticker. I purchased this years ago for $5. I never know what I'm going to use stuff for, but if it's a crazy price like that, I just grab and throw it, store it away. So, I've actually been using this disconnect that I purchased for $8. I don't know if you can read that or not. You're probably just going to take my word for it because this camera's terrible. But I purchased that for $8 and I've been using that, and it's been sitting here. I don't know, you may have seen it in other videos. So I have 240 volts right there. So I've decided that right here in that spot right there, I'm going to install this heater. It's my furnace room, but I don't run oil anymore because the price of it. I just use my wood stove. So I decided that I'm not going to use this heater no more. What I'm just going to do is just have a 240 volt heater. I'm just going to mount it to the wall, and that's what's going to keep my batteries at a reasonable temperature. Now right here, now I don't know if you can read it, but it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. I was running this heater and I decided not to. Okay, so I'm going to bench test this. I've already hooked it up. I have it with a couple spade lugs here because I'm just going to be able to have it on the wall, and if I want to disconnect it and use this power for something else, I can just unplug it. It's no big deal. And of course I have a disconnect where I shut it off first. Now I just want to make a disclaimer here. I'm a licensed electrician, and I don't make videos to show people how to do electrical. Any electrical you do at your house falls on yourself. If you get a shock or you burn down your house, that's on you. I have no responsibility whatsoever. I'm just doing videos showing what I'm doing. I didn't show how it was wired or nothing. I don't want to take any responsibility for anybody being shocked or even worse. There's a reason why we have a license. So, obviously, it seems to work. So, it's pulling in. Oh yeah. And it's blowing out pretty good heat too. I don't know. I got a temperature gauge here. What is it saying? It's, well, obviously on the wall, it's 46 degrees Fahrenheit. There, it's 58 degrees Fahrenheit. And coming out of there, it's 100 and what? 118 just on that deflector plate. So yeah, well, I can feel the heat. I just wanted to show. So yes, it seems to be working fine. So I can obviously just turn off the disconnect, and that turns off the power. So that's what I'll be doing today. Is I'm just going to. I had a piece of wood. Actually, it was just laying around here. And I don't even know what I was doing with this. I think I was assembling something on it, because it looks like there's nuts and bolts and stuff. because I keep on building stuff. So I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount the wood on the wall. I have to move those wires, of course. They're just test leads. So I guess I'll mount the wood on the wall, and I think I'm going to put the insulation behind this also, because by the looks of it, it draws in the front and comes out the front. So if I have it insulated from the concrete wall, which isn't really cold, it's like -7 outside, it's 51 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know if you can see that or not. Like I say, this thing doesn't focus very well. It's 51 degrees Fahrenheit. So the wood itself could be fine, I guess, but I don't know. Maybe I will put the insulation, maybe I won't. I have the insulation there, so I could put it there. And I noticed, let's see, I think 2.5 inch wood screws works just about perfect. If you look at a 2.5 inch wood screw, it'll go in, it'll hold the heater to the insulation, and then it'll go in about 1/2 inch. So yeah, instead of trying to find a screw that would be, I don't know, a 1/2 inch screw. I don't think I have any 1/2 inch screws. So I have all kinds of 2.5 inch decking screws. So that is what I'm going to do. So yeah, that's what I'm up to today. Just going to install this heater on the wall. I've bench tested now. So what I'm originally thinking about doing is putting it in here. I'd like to install it against the wall there. Well, actually, maybe I'd install against this wall here. I guess I could install against this and blow into the batteries. Instead of heating the whole room, I'm thinking about closing this area in and just blowing heat into the batteries just to keep the batteries warm. But that's just stuff down the road. Right now I'm going to install this on the wall. I can always take it off. And it has these plugs, so, or spade lugs, or whatever you want to call them, stake-ons. So I can always extend that and plug it in, so it's not a big deal. Cheers.